Guillermo in California. You're on with Jenna and Matt.
Hello.
Hello, Matt. I have a question about faith.
Okay.
If you have faith, do you believe in faith to begin with?
Well, that's a strange question. So there are a number of different ways to define faith. My definition of faith, faith is the excuse people give for believing something when they don't have a good reason. Because if you have a good reason and somebody says, why do you believe this? You give the reason. And when you don't have a good reason and somebody says, why do you believe this? You make an appeal to faith. Do you have a different definition of faith that you're trying to use?
No. Well, one time I was talking to a friend in the gym, and I brought up the subject about God and having faith and stuff like that. And he said, okay, let me ask you something. When you get in your car and drive, you have faith that the brakes are going to work.
No, see, that usage of faith simply means confidence in the absence of absolute certainty. But I don't think we can be absolute certain of anything. So my confidence that my brakes are working are, first of all, based on a past track record of the brakes working, an understanding of how they work, an understanding of the maintenance that I have or haven't done on them. And that confidence is proportional to that evidence, and it is subject to revision. Like, I just got a notice. I've got a 2016 Silverado. I just got a notice that there's a recall because there is, in fact, there are some models or some trucks within that model where you may have to gradually increase your pressure on the brake, and so they want me to bring it in. Now, despite the fact that I haven't had any problem with my brakes, I'm going to take it in. But my confidence that my brakes are working is based on evidence, and it's not an absolute certainty. So that when somebody says, do you trust that your brakes work? I give all of those things, and at no point do I say, I have faith that my brakes work.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Cool.
Yeah.
I think he learned something.
The people who want to use faith to justify religion are appealing to faith in a different context. If all you mean is you trust something when you're not absolutely sure, yeah, we all do that.
Just say that.
The issue here is, do you have a good reason to trust this? The other ones that come up are you have faith that this chair will hold you up.
Right.
Well, I have confidence because this chair has always held me up. I also weigh less than I used to, so that confidence has increased a little bit. The chair is older, and that modifies my confidence down. It's a particularly uncomfortable chair, but you have faith that your spouse isn't cheating on you.
Well, it's dependent on a lot of things. It's not just blind. It's not just blind
Are you
trust.
absolutely certain that your spouse is not cheating on you right now? See? Do you think your spouse is cheating on you right now? No. And by the way, isn't it possible that you could have a relationship that's fundamentally different from the monogamous binding relationships that other people have, such that what counts as cheating within their relationship wouldn't necessarily count as cheating within another one? This is an oversimplification. And what it is also an example of a fallacy, which has a name called the tu-quoque fallacy, which is,
heard that one yet.
it simply means you do it too. It's also called whataboutism. And so what's happened is people say, oh, you have just this blind faith in your religion. And so the religious people come back and say, well, you have faith too.
Oh.
And my faith isn't blind. I've experienced the Holy Spirit and all this other stuff.
Yours is blind.
Yeah. Yours is blind. No. There's a number of different usages for the word faith. I don't really have a use for any of them. And if you want to say that I have faith that my brakes work, okay, fine. But that is not the same as I have faith that there is a God.
Right.